Are you ready to become the kind of manager that employees trust, respect, and follow? Whether you're leading a small team or managing a whole department, these 10 management skills will help you lead with confidence and get real results. Leadership isn't just about giving orders, it's about inspiring, motivating, and guiding your team toward a shared goal. A true leader sets the tone for the entire team through actions, not just words. Great managers lead by example. They show up on time and stay accountable, and embody the values they expect from others. They don't micromanage, they empower. They create a vision, communicate it clearly, and rally the team around it. Leadership also means standing up for your team during challenges and recognizing them during wins. Ultimately, people don't leave companies, they leave poor managers. Yet with great leadership, they stay, grow, and thrive. 2. Communication. Clear, honest, and consistent communication is the foundation of great management. It's not just about giving instructions, it's about creating an open dialogue where information flows both ways. Great managers clearly communicate the team's goals, priorities, and expectations so that everyone is aligned and focused. They deliver feedback in a way that is constructive and empowering, not critical or vague. Whether it's praise for a job well done or guidance on areas of improvement, strong communication helps employees feel seen, understood, and motivated. But communication is not a one-way street. Listening is just as important. The best managers take time to listen actively to ideas, concerns, and feedback from their team. They ask questions, encourage input, and make sure people feel heard. In today's fast-moving work environments, especially with remote teams, communication tools and habits matter more than ever. Whether through meetings, emails, or chat apps, effective managers adapt their communication style to fit the needs of their team while always keeping clarity, empathy, and transparency at the center. 3. Emotional intelligence. Great managers don't just manage tasks, they manage people, and that requires emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, while also recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. Managers with high emotional intelligence stay calm under pressure, respond instead of react, and handle stressful situations with empathy and composure. They don't let frustration or ego cloud their judgment. Instead, they pause, reflect, and lead with emotional awareness. But it's not just about self-control, it's also about reading the room. Emotionally intelligent managers are attuned to how their team members are feeling. They notice when someone is disengaged, overwhelmed, or upset, and they check in. This kind of awareness helps prevent small issues from turning into major conflicts. By showing empathy, being approachable, and genuinely caring about their team's well-being. Emotionally intelligent managers build trust and loyalty. It also creates a safe, respectful environment where people feel comfortable sharing ideas, asking questions, and being themselves. At the end of the day, emotional intelligence turns managers into true leaders, the kind people want to follow, not just work for. 4. Decision-making. Strong managers don't avoid tough choices. They make them with clarity and confidence. Decision-making is one of the most crucial responsibilities of a leader, and it often defines the direction and success of a team or project. Great managers know that every decision impacts people, processes, and outcomes. That's why they take a thoughtful, strategic approach. They analyze the available data, weigh the pros and cons, and consult with the right people before taking action. They're not afraid to ask questions, challenge assumptions, or explore alternative solutions. But what sets strong decision-makers apart is their ability to act, even under pressure. When time is tight and stakes are high, they stay calm and focused. They don't freeze or pass the responsibility to others. Instead, they take ownership of the outcome, whether it leads to success or a learning moment. They also know when to be decisive and when to be collaborative. Involving the team in the decision-making process not only brings better ideas to the table, but also boosts morale and trust. Good decision-making isn't about always being right. It's about being responsible, informed, and willing to adapt if new information arises. A great manager knows this truth. You can't do everything yourself. Trying to handle every task alone doesn't just slow progress. It also burns you out and holds back your team. Delegation isn't about dumping work. It's a strategic skill. Effective managers understand what needs their direct attention and what can be handed off, and more importantly, who is best suited for each task. When managers delegate thoughtfully, they empower their team members to grow. They give people a chance to develop new skills, take ownership, and contribute in meaningful ways. This shows trust, and trust boosts morale, accountability, and productivity. Delegation also improves efficiency. It ensures the right people are focused on the right work, and that nothing important gets delayed or overlooked. Plus, it frees up the manager's time to focus on big-picture strategy, problem-solving, and team support. But it doesn't stop at assigning tasks. Strong managers follow up, provide support, and remove obstacles. They balance giving autonomy with staying accessible for questions or feedback. Effective delegation is about multiplying the team's impact by working through others, not just alongside them. 6. Time management. Time is one of the most valuable resources a manager has, and how you manage it can make or break your team's success. Effective time management isn't just about working faster. It's about working smarter. It means setting clear priorities, breaking projects into manageable tasks, and focusing on what truly matters. Great managers use tools like time-blocking calendars, daily planners, and task management systems to stay organized and ensure nothing slips through the cracks. But it's not just about managing your time. It's about helping your team manage theirs. That means setting realistic deadlines, balancing workloads, and removing distractions or time wasters that slow everyone down. Strong time managers know how to distinguish between what's urgent and what's important. They avoid micromanaging or getting bogged down in low-impact activities. Instead, they delegate wisely, streamline meetings, and protect focused work time, both for themselves and their teams. When time is managed well, productivity goes up, stress goes down, and teams perform at their best. It's not about being busy, it's about being effective. 7. Conflict resolution. Conflicts are inevitable in any workplace. Different personalities, pressures, and opinions can lead to tension. But what sets great managers apart is how they handle those conflicts when they arise. Strong managers don't ignore problems, and they don't wait for them to fix themselves. They face conflict head-on, calmly, fairly, and with a solution-focused mindset. Whether it's a disagreement between team members or a misunderstanding around responsibilities, they create a safe space where everyone feels heard. They listen to all sides without bias, ask the right questions, and seek to understand the root cause, not just the surface-level complaint. Often, conflict stems from miscommunication or unclear expectations, and effective managers use it as an opportunity to clarify roles, reinforce values, and reset alignment. Sometimes, resolving conflict requires a neutral third party, like HR or an external mediator, and strong leaders know when to involve them. But most importantly, they model respectful behavior themselves. No blame, no defensiveness, just a calm approach and a focus on moving forward. In the end, good conflict resolution doesn't just solve problems, it builds trust, strengthens relationships, and creates a healthier, more resilient team culture. 8. Strategic thinking. Strong managers don't just react to what's in front of them, they anticipate what's coming next. Strategic thinking is the ability to rise above day-to-day tasks and see the bigger picture. It means understanding how every decision, every action, and every person contributes to the company's long-term goals. Great managers constantly ask, where are we going? Why does this matter? How can we get there faster or better? They analyze data, track key performance indicators, KPIs, and evaluate risks and opportunities, not just to solve today's problems, but to guide the team toward tomorrow's growth. Strategic managers know how to translate company objectives into practical plans. They help their teams connect the dots between individual tasks and the organization's vision. And they're always looking ahead, whether it's planning the next quarter, adapting to market shifts, or preparing for future challenges. In strategic thinking, it's not about doing more, it's about doing what truly moves the needle. It's about prioritizing what aligns with the mission and letting go of distractions. And most importantly, it's about inspiring others to think long-term, take ownership, and move forward with purpose. 9. Coaching and development. The best managers don't just manage people, they develop them. They understand that one. Of their most important roles is to help their team grow, improve, and succeed over time. Great managers are coaches at heart. They regularly give constructive feedback, not just once a year during a review, but continuously in the flow of work. They celebrate wins, address gaps, and turn mistakes into teachable moments. And they do it with empathy and clarity, focused not on criticism, but on growth. They also identify each team member's strengths and potential, then create opportunities that help those qualities shine. Whether it's through training programs, mentorship, stretch, assignments, or simply asking the right questions, great managers create an environment where people feel supported and challenged. More than that, they lead development conversations. They ask, where do you want to be in a year? What skills do you want to build? How can I help you get there? When managers invest in coaching and development, the results are powerful. Higher engagement, stronger retention, better performance, and a team that's always learning and always leveling up. 10. Adaptability. Today's business world is constantly shifting. New technologies, market trends, customer needs, even entire industries can change overnight. Great managers don't just survive change, they lead through it. Adaptability means staying flexible when plans evolve, embracing new tools instead of resisting them, and finding opportunities in uncertainty. It's about being proactive, not reactive, recognizing when something isn't working and having the courage to pivot. Strong managers are open-minded and quick learners. They experiment, adjust, and encourage their teams to do the same. Whether it's switching to remote work, adopting new software, or rethinking a strategy, they help their teams stay calm, focused, and confident, even in the face of disruption. But adaptability is more than reacting to change. It's creating a culture that's ready for it. That means encouraging innovation, celebrating experimentation, and reminding people that failure isn't the end. It's part of growth. In a fast-paced world, adaptability isn't optional. It's a competitive advantage. And the managers who master it are the ones who thrive and take their teams with them. Which of these skills do you already have, and which one are you working on? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a fellow manager.